Whew, oh man, this topic right here this is gonna be one of those topics where either you agree or you disagree. But look, man, at the end of the day, nobody should be ridiculed. Nobody should think differently of anyone who thinks either way. This is a free country. You are here to, you can think and feel however you want to, right? So in no way, shape, or form, I feel like anybody should just, look at someone just because they have a difference of opinion and think they're just a despicable person. No, nobody should do that. But I can see that this topic right here definitely ruffled a lot of people comments. I'm looking at the comments right now. It definitely ruffled a lot of feathers in the comments, because the people in the comments, there's in the comment section of Kwame Brown live stream, it's like 50-50. Like 50% agree with Kwame Brown, what he's saying, and 50% disagree what Kwame Brown is saying. And that's the beautiful thing about America, right? You can agree to disagree, but you don't have to be disrespectful. Let me say that again. We can all agree to disagree, but we don't have to be disrespectful. Now, let me get my disclaimer out, all right? Because I know people gonna love to try to twist my words and try to do this. And, oh, D, see, I knew D was a snake all along. And yeah, D would just wait for this moment. No, this is not it. This is not it, all right? Because just a few seconds ago, literally just a few, well, not seconds ago, but just a few minutes ago, I made a video saluting Kwame Brown and his stance on the Texas shooting, right? Because Kwame Brown was coming at a standpoint of, hey, it's not the gun laws that are killing people. It's people's mindset and people's behavior and people's mental health issues that are killing these kids, that are killing people just in general, right? The guns are not killing people. So it doesn't matter how strict your gun laws is, because in this video that I reacted to, he said that New York is one of the strictest gun laws in America, and their crime rate is higher than ever, which is absolutely true. And I 100% agree with Kwame Brown when he said it's not the gun laws. Enforcing a gun law or enforcing a gun restriction or any type of gun law is not going to change America. What's going to change America and what's going to change these killings is people mindset. Why did this young kid do what he did? What did he go through in life that made him want to kill his grandmother and kill those 19 kids and kill those 2 children? So I 100% agree with Kwame Brown when he says it's not the gun laws. We need to be worrying about people's mental health and people's, issues that they have about themselves. So I 100% agree with that, right? But I know this is gonna be touchy because I see a lot of people in the comments. This is a touchy subject. But like I said, let me reiterate, I agree with Kwame Brown when he said it's not the gun laws, it's the people that have the guns. How did this kid get the guns? Kids these days have better guns than the people that have gun license. And that's absolutely true. Like Kwame Brown was speaking some facts. But Kwame, I gotta disagree with you about Steve Kerr, man. Me personally, I don't think Steve Kerr came out, but I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. But I don't think Steve Kerr came out and did what he did and said what he said to push gun laws, or maybe he is. I don't know. I don't hang around with Steve Kerr. I don't know him. So I'm just speaking from the outside looking in. I think Steve Kerr is a stand-up dude. I think he's as I said, I don't know. I'm just speaking from the outside looking in. I don't think Steve Kerr was trying to. I just think he's a good person. Now, I just want to play some of the things that you said and just rebuttal it.
Yo. I'm getting dressed real quick. Hold on. So I'll let y'all come on in here while I get dressed. But we want to talk about Steve Kerr and the many celebrities that they're going to start using. They're going to start using a lot of celebrities, especially the ones that claim to be woke. They're going to use a lot of these celebrities to start coming out and pushing their agenda. So hold on, let me get my clothes on. We just got to make sure we don't fall for it, peoples. Oh, which one is? What am I looking for? What's up, bro? And I just thought it was weird. Y'all got a playoff to focus on. Most coaches don't have time to think about nothing else, but he's crying about a situation like that, which is, a tragic situation. But I've never seen this type of energy for the black boys who die every single day. We make jokes about it. We say N-words die every day, B. We say they get shot every day, but these men die every day. So to me, it's interesting how we got so many people weaponizing tragedy to push a political agenda. I don't think you should weaponize tragedy to push a political agenda.
Now, I know for sure that definitely happens, right? I know for sure that definitely happens. And sometimes I honestly think most of these shootings is a setup, right? Honestly, I think most of these shootings is an inside job, or, I'm just hypothetically speaking, just hypothetically speaking. I think sometimes these shootings are, pushed by the government so they can enforce whatever law that they're trying to enforce. I 100% agree with that. But my thing is, I don't think Steve Kerr is. He could be. I don't know. I don't know this man from dirt outside. But just from the outside looking in, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think Steve Kerr, was trying to push. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
And to me, my humble opinion, that's what's happening. To me, they are pushing political agendas through every tragedy that happens. Because if they wasn't pushing a political agenda, the rhetoric would be a little different, in my opinion. The rhetoric wouldn't be about crying. The rhetoric wouldn't be about trying to take guns out of innocent, good civilian hands. It should be, let's make sure we have some police officers in these schools so we could prevent this from happening, period.
I agree with that. It definitely needs to be more police in the school. So it's not like, so I don't want people to be like, oh, D's going at Kwame Brown. No, that's not. Oh, D was waiting for this moment. Nah, don't do that. Look, I can agree to some things and I can disagree with some things. That don't mean anything, okay? It is what it is. So, people going to try to take this and twist my words. No, I agree with most of the stuff that Kwame Brown is saying, but I just don't think Steve Kerr is a part of that.
If you think you're going to walk up into one of these schoolhouses and disrespect these children and the parents of these children, you're going to be put down. I don't know why is that too much to ask.
I agree. I agree
Okay,
with that.
so let's just say I'm gonna drop the link because for the people who keep talking about stricter gun laws, I just want you to tell me how that makes sense. Because
Now, I agree with this 100%. Having stricter gun laws is not going to do nothing. People are still going to get their hands on guns, whether it's the strictest law in the country, which is New York. The crime rate in New York is still going up. So having stricter gun laws is not going to do anything. We need to figure out what's causing these people to want to kill people, to want to just randomly kill 19 kids. That's what we need to figure out is why.
they have strict gun laws in all of these places, and that don't stop them from shooting people.
I agree. 100%
So
agree.
if you think a law is going to stop illegal behavior, I personally think that you need to prove it.
I agree.
Prove to me where you have strict gun laws to where people don't hurt people.
I agree.
New York has them.
Yep, exactly.
DC has them.
Yep.
There's Baltimore has them. There's many states. Chicago has them.
Mm-hmm.
They have strict gun laws, and everyone still gets shot.
Facts.
So please explain to me, why do you think why do you think gun laws is going to stop human error, human behavior?
Exactly.
It's not. That's why people just shout about it on the internet and they don't come up with real common sense things. And the common sense thing I see here is to make sure you can't come fucking with somebody. It's against the law to rob a bank, but they got security officers at the bank. If it's so against the law and it's just about reform and all this other stuff, then okay, make it against the law to rob a bank, which it already is, and then take away all the security guards from the bank, and then take away all the security measures, and let's see if the law upholds, since the law means so much. If the law means that much, let's do it that way. Because I think if you remove all of the bank security, I think if you remove the measures that they put in place so that you can't rob a bank, I don't think people would care about the rules. So let's hear what Brother Steve Kerr had to say, and then we're going to let Brother Nam come up. But let's hear what Steve Kerr had to say real quick. It's a short little video of him crying and whining and yeah.
See, Kwame, I don't know, man. I just don't feel like, Steve Kerr has a reason why he's whining and crying. You know what I mean? His father was actually shot in the head twice of gun violence.
So let's see. Let me go back to it. Fair use.
Talk about basketball. Nothing's happened with our team in the last 6 hours. We're going to start the same way tonight. Any basketball questions?
Fair use.
Since we left shoot around, 14 children were killed 400 miles from here, and a teacher. And in the last 10 days, we've had elderly Black people killed in a supermarket.
Okay, so he's talking about Black people being killed as well in the supermarket, which was Buffalo.
In Buffalo, we've had Asian churchgoers killed.
He's talking about Asians. So I don't think this has to do anything about race with Steve Kerr, right? He just said about the Asians, he said about the Blacks, and now the Hispanics got,
in Southern California, and now we have children murdered at school.
No mention of all the 8 Black people that were murdered in Buffalo, New York.
Kwame, Kwame, he just literally said it. Like, he just literally said it. I guess you didn't hear that part. I guess you didn't hear that part.
In Southern California, and now and in the last 10 days, we've had elderly Black people killed in a supermarket.
I don't think you heard that part, Kwame, because he literally just said that. So I don't know. I think you might want to replay Steve Kerr because Steve Kerr is a good guy, man. He's a good guy. I don't think he's not the person that you think he is. Well, I don't know personally Kwame Brown, but I think Steve Kerr is a stand-up guy.
In Buffalo, we've had Asian church go and a teacher. And in the last 10 days, we've had elderly Black people killed in a supermarket in Buffalo. We've had Asian churchgoers killed in Southern California. And now we have children murdered at school.
No mention of all the 8 Black people that were murdered in Buffalo, New York. No mention of the Black kids that get murdered every day in neighborhoods. No mention of that, Mr. Kerr. Can you shed a little tears for the Black boys who get killed every single day? Can you shed a little tear, sir, for some of the, I know you might not have no players on your team that's from the hood. I don't know. I don't want to judge these brothers, but they have family members and friends that are in situations that they're at risk of getting killed. Can you shed a little tear for them, sir?
I mean, technically he is. Kwame. Technically he is, because he just talked about the 10 people that were killed in Buffalo. See, that's a rough thing. Like, I don't think you can expect every athlete, every coach, every professional athlete to talk about a Black kid being killed every single day, because literally a Black kid is being killed every single day. I don't think that's something that you can put on someone to address every single time. You know what I mean? Like, I can't get on here every single time and make a video of a Black kid just getting killed, because then literally my whole channel will be about Black people getting killed. Like, that's something that happens every single day. So every single body will be talking about that every single day, if you know what I mean. But just because we don't talk about it every single day doesn't mean that we don't care and it doesn't matter, of course. But realistically, we can't talk about that every single day. I can't talk about it. You can't talk about it. Steve Kerr can't talk. I mean, we can, but it's like, you know, like that literally happens every single day. So we will be talking about it every single day. So I don't know. That part, Kwame, I kind of disagree with you on, man.
Why are you talking about only Asians and all this?
Nah, he did talk about the Black shooting too, Kwame.
This is weird. Watch this. Listen to this, brother.
In Southern California, and now we have children murdered at school. When are we going to do something?
Honestly, I think that was sincere. I think Steve Kerr was being sincere, and I think he was being genuine. You know what I mean? It's like, after a while, you keep hearing it and you get angry. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that you can say, well, why you didn't get angry when Black people were getting killed? Why did you know? But it's just after a certain amount of time, it's like, damn, like he like that was his boiling point. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes you got to be calm, cool, and collective, you know, when you do these things, but emotions build up, you know what I mean? And I don't know, man. I think Steve Kerr was being sincere. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Tired. I'm so tired of getting up here and offering condolences to.
Hold on. Somebody saying he said elder in Buffalo. Let me go back. I didn't.
Yeah. He did say that.
Here.
14 children were killed 400 miles from here, and a teacher. And in the last 10 days, we've had elderly Black people killed in a supermarket.
Right there. He just said it right there.
In Buffalo, we've had.
Why just elderly Black people?
Come on.
Let's take time and no. It ain't just elderly Black people getting killed. We had a whole presidency run on Build Back Better off the death of George Floyd and all of these people that would die. They ain't just elderly black people. And I just still don't see how a gun reform is going to change some mentally ill person from going to shoot at somebody.
Now that I agree with. So I don't want people running around with this thinking, oh, nah. I agree with Kwame Brown on some parts, and I disagree, on some of the things that he said about Steve Kerr.
Churchgoers killed in Southern California, and now we have children murdered at school. When are we going to do something? I'm tired. I'm so tired of getting up here and offering condolences to the devastated families that are out there. I'm so tired of I'm sorry. I'm tired of the moments of silence. Enough. There's 50 senators right now who refuse to vote on H.R. 8, which is a background check rule that the House passed a couple of years ago. It's been sitting there for 2 years.
Now, I don't think there's something wrong doing background checks on people that you give guns to. I don't think that's anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds like he's trying to enforce people that give out guns to do background checks. I think that's a good idea.
Moments of silence. Enough. There's 50 senators right now who refuse to vote on H.R. 8, which is a background check rule that the House passed a couple of years ago. It's been sitting there for 2 years. And there's a reason they won't vote on it, to hold on to power. So I ask you, Mitch McConnell, I ask all of you senators who refuse to do anything.
And I ask you, Steve Kerr, to do your research. There's not one person in the fucking hood or one criminal give a damn about a bill or a rule. They don't give a damn about a bill or a rule. True. The only thing that your bill and your rule gonna do, sir, is to take black men like myself who are trying to defend his family and himself, and you guys will make it harder for me to get a weapon to defend my family. I think it's a bunch of bullshit that we sit up here and cry all day talking about when are we gonna do something. What we need to do is protect these kids at school and not listen to some damn celebrity, especially some white man who don't know shit about the inner city and the neighborhoods, to talk about gun reform and what we need. What we need is parents at home with their children. What we need is a school system that can not only educate, but they're going to also protect our children. Not a bunch of motherfuckers that's sitting up there and so out of touch with reality, talking about shit that they don't know. Everybody wants to say that this is a good thing that he said because he's Steve Kerr. All he did was cry and hit on a damn table. He didn't do shit. He cried and hit a fucking table. Talking about, when are we going to do something? Well, what is that something? That something is put peace officers in these schools with the same tactical weapons that you talking about taking away.
Now, I agree with Kwame Brown when he's talking about, giving these officers the same guns that these criminals are using and protecting our kids and everything. But with Steve Kerr, this is my honest opinion, right? We need more white people to do what Steve Kerr did, right? To be more vocal, because black people, we talk all the time and nothing get changed, right? I can talk about it all day. Kwame can talk about it all day. You can talk about it all day. Any black person can talk about anything all day and nothing will get changed. But stuff will get changed if white people get involved. Let's be honest, right? So I feel like if we had more white people that spoke up, that have the platform to do it, like Steve Kerr, I think, things would get changed, right? And one thing I want to highlight, maybe Kwame Brown doesn't know about is, Steve Kerr has talked on, Donald Trump being racist. You know what I'm saying? So he has spoken out on politics before. And, he's had his moment talking about politics and stuff in the media, so this is not his first time. One thing that I definitely want to highlight, maybe some of y'all didn't know, and this is why I think Steve Kerr was so frustrated and so passionate, why, you know, he feels about, you know, guns and everything, is that Steve Kerr dad died from guns. I want to play this. Fair use, fair use. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Young age.
Assassins gunned down a prominent American civilian in Lebanon this morning, Malcolm Kerr.
Malcolm Kerr was Steve Kerr's dad. And Steve Kerr's dad actually got shot in the head twice by, I think it was terrorists or something.
Lebanon's civil war today claimed another American life. The victim this time, however, was a scholar.
A pro-Iranian Shiite Muslim terrorist group, Islam.
Yeah, it was a terrorist group. Actually, a terrorist group killed Steve Kerr's dad. So that's why I think Steve Kerr is, you know, speaking out the way that he is, speaking on politics and stuff like that, because literally a terrorist killed his dad. You know what I mean? So I think we will all, you know, have a different approach in politics if a terrorist killed our parents. You know what I mean?
Islamic Jihad has claimed responsibility for killing Dr. Kerr.
When he was 18, he was playing college ball in Arizona, and his father, Malcolm Kerr, 52 years old, was stepping off an elevator at the American University of Beirut, walking to his office, and he was shot twice in the back of the head and killed.
So, as you heard right there, terrorists killed Steve Kerr's dad, shot him twice in the head, coming off the elevator. So I think if that happened to any of us, we would have a different outlook on politics. We would have a different look on gun laws or gun restrictions. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure we all would, you know what I mean, feel that type of way. So that's why I say, you know, I think Steve Kerr was being genuine when he was speaking on, you know, what he was speaking on during that press conference. And I want to play this right here too.
Steve Kerr and his family were directly impacted by gun violence. You know, he speaks out on a lot of issues. I think he feels like he really has a platform on that issue because he speaks from personal experience.
Exactly. So this is not, you know, Steve Kerr first time talking about, you know, gun violence. Steve Kerr on mass shooting. Steve Kerr speaks on gun control, awareness. How Santa We speaks on the teen gun control. So, you know, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know Steve Kerr personally. I don't know if he's into politics or if somebody's paying him. I don't know that, but I can say one thing that, you know, if we had a father that was executed, sound like he was executed by terrorists, by guns, we would feel a certain type of way as well. You know what I'm saying? So I think Steve Kerr is coming from a position of gun violence because it happened to him and his family. I don't think he's being forced to push an agenda. So that's where I think Steve Kerr is just being genuine in how he feels and how he reacted to, well, how he did react to his press conference the way that he did.
He fosters that on the team as well.
I want to play this little clip right here, and then we're gonna end this video.
Coach Kerr says he sometimes puts politics and social issues on the agenda for practice. How does talking about that help you guys win basketball games?
So once again, Steve Kerr, you know, in this it says that Steve Kerr actually talks to his teammates about politics and stuff like that. And Steph Curry is gonna respond.
it doesn't help you win basketball games, it helps you keep a perspective about your life. So there might be stuff that is said in the locker room or practice about an issue that you might not have looked at it the same way, and you can learn.
When people say, what's it like to play for Steve?
So yeah, I don't want to play this whole thing, but y'all can go back and check this out. But yeah, I don't know. I think in my opinion, I think Steve Kerr is being genuine. I honestly think Steve Kerr is being genuine because, you know, his father seemed like he was executed or he was being hunted by terrorists, and they shot him twice in the head. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's speaking from personal experience about gun violence, and he's speaking from the heart. I don't think he's being paid off. I don't think he's being forced to push an agenda. I think he truly cares. And he's just, you know, I'm sure that triggered him hearing about kids dying from a gun. You know what I mean? 19 kids being shot by a gun. So I think that definitely triggered him. And that's the type of response that we got yesterday. So that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? I think Steve Kerr is a good dude. I think he's being genuine. But hey, if Kwame Brown feels the opposite way, hey, it is what it is. But I'm just saying, I think he's genuine. But once again, do not try to flip this video and be like, oh, damn, D's going at Kwame Brown. Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. So stop the press. All I'm saying is I think Steve Kerr was being genuine, and I just wanted to give a backstory on why I think Steve Kerr is being genuine. But hey, everybody can feel how they want to feel. Y'all leave a comment down below. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to twist my words. This is not no damn D and Kwame Brown beef. This is not, oh, damn D taking shots. No. Don't even do that. I'm just saying, you know, in my personal belief, I think Steve Kerr was being genuine. But other than that, man, it's your boy, Dan D. Salute to Kwame Brown. Salute to Kwame Brown. Keep doing your thing, my brother. And like I said, I agree with you. I agree with you when you say that having stricter gun laws is not going to do anything. I 100% agree. We need to focus on why did that kid feel the way that he felt? Why did he go and kill his grandmother? What made him push him to do that? How did he get the guns? Who did he get the guns from? That's what we need to figure out. And that's the stuff that Kwame Brown was talking about. So once again, don't twist my words. It's not a shot at Kwame Brown. We can all have a moment to agree and disagree, but we don't have to be disrespectful. And I'm going to leave on that note. We can all agree to disagree, but we don't have to be disrespectful. It's your boy, Damn D, POV, signing out. Peace.